Our next way to make your YouTube journey a little bit lazier is by using a website called Descript. Descript essentially allows you to upload your video files or audio files to it, and then it'll create an automatic transcript of everything you said in the video, and you can simply highlight text, delete it, and that will clip out that section of the video. So you can essentially edit your videos from text. So when you record any video, whether it be a voiceover or me even just recording this video right here, I've made a lot of mistakes recording this video, but my editors are going to go in there and they're going to clip out all of those mistakes and make me sound really smart. In reality, I'm not this smart, I make mistakes and I'm human. But you can use AI tools like Descript to do that hard work for you without having to pay hundreds of dollars to video editors. And I've heard a ton of great things within my student community of people using Descript and highly recommending it. And I'm not affiliated with them in any shape or way. Come for most people. Now at this point you might be saying, Matt, what topics are higher CPM than others? Well, these can include topics like finance, make money online, health, investing, technology, travel, legal, insurance, makeup, real estate, marketing, cars, and movies. And think about it, most of the ads that you've probably seen on YouTube are within one of these categories, and that's because the lion's share of the ad revenue that's being spent on YouTube is within these categories. So if you have keywords on your videos relating to these topics, as long as your videos are actually about these topics, you will get a much higher CPM on average. At least that's been the case for me. Lazy method number 2 for making money online using YouTube is hiring other people to make the videos for you. If you don't know me, my name is Matt Parr and I run over a dozen different YouTube channels, and there's no way in the world that I'd be able to do this if I was the one sitting down and making all the videos for each of those channels myself. I just wouldn't have the time. But the way that I'm able to accomplish this is by hiring people for very cheap off of places like Upwork.com. And the money that I spend on these people, I treat as an investment because I know that these videos that I'm creating are essentially seeds that I'm planting that will come to harvest for me later. So every time I spend money outsourcing the work, I'm saving incredible amounts of time while also giving other people jobs and entertaining and educating people with my YouTube channels. Our next lazy method for making money online using YouTube is to not show your face and run completely faceless YouTube channels. These are channels just like Brainy Dose right here, which gets millions of views per month. They never even show their face. All of their content is literally just stock footage that you could find on websites like Pixabay or Pexels.com with a voiceover on top of the video. And the reason this works is because the main focus of their videos is on what's being said in the video and the information that's getting out to the end viewer. So you could potentially create a channel just like Brainy Dose in a variety of different niches, even though there's a lot of negative connotations with being lazy. The way I'm defining lazy in this video or any of the videos in my channel is just that it's going to save you time in the long run. And anytime you can do smart work over hard work, that's a path I highly recommend taking. If I was just doing hard work and hard labor, there's no way I would have been a multimillionaire in my early 20s. It was by working on the right high leverage activities. Now I got very lucky finding out about running faceless YouTube channels at such a young age because that's such a high leverage activity where you upload the videos once and they live forever. Now ChatGPT is completely free for their GPT-3 model and it's incredibly good. But I do always recommend going through any scripts that you have written by any AI tools that you use and ensuring that they make sense and they give value to the end viewer. Anytime you can do that, that's an added benefit because it's going to give more value to the end viewer and they'll push your videos out to a bigger and bigger audience as a result. Because at the end of the day, the algorithm is just a reflection of the people, and any keyword tactics we do or anything like that is mostly going to help in the beginning of our channel when YouTube is figuring out what our content is about. But we want to make sure that our content's actually good. But feel free to play around with ChatGPT, have it help you generate some scripts, maybe even some ideas for videos as well. And it can really help you, especially if you have some writer's block in writing a script, or if you're hiring people, it could help you potentially save on the cost of that. And it'll definitely make your whole YouTube content creation process a lot lazier. But this is actually how I got my start with making money online, and that is by running these faceless YouTube channels. This is how I made more money than all my friends when I was a broke teenager, and by the time I graduated high school, I'm making more money than my parents, and I've never had to go to college as a result. Now, not everybody who starts a faceless channel is going to have these same results, obviously, but I always like to share my story if I can because it might motivate that one person out there who's going to change their life as a result of watching this video. And you know, it's a pretty big hassle to get in front of a camera like I'm doing right here. You have to buy expensive camera gear, audio equipment, get the right lighting. It takes a lot of practice to even be able to speak to a camera in some instances. At least that was the case for me. I know some people are more naturals at it. I recorded dozens of videos before I ever uploaded one. That is the opposite of lazy. This video is about how to make your YouTube journey easier and lazier, and a great way to potentially do that is to never even show your face, even just in the beginning of your channel. For example, with this channel you're watching, Make Money Matt, our next lazy method is implementing high payout partner products. The reason this will make your YouTube journey lazier is because you won't have to get as many views, yet you can still make a lot more money. In fact, I've made more money from channels that have less than 1/10 of the subscribers as some of my bigger channels by implementing this very secret right here. So what is a high payout partner product? Well, it's essentially a product that you can find to advertise on your channel as an affiliate, and they'll give you a cut of the revenue for every single sale that you refer to them. But the way that I'm able to accomplish this is by hiring people for very cheap off of places like Upwork.com. And the money that I spend on these people, I treat as an investment because I know that these videos that I'm creating are essentially seeds that I'm planting that will come to harvest for me later. So every time I spend money outsourcing the work, I'm saving incredible amounts of time while also giving other people jobs and entertaining and educating people with my YouTube channels. And if you're just starting off, you don't need to necessarily outsource the entirety of your content creation process, especially if you're the on-screen talent for your YouTube channel. You might be the one getting in front of a camera like I do for this channel right here. But there might be aspects of what you're doing that you can outsource. For example, outsourcing the video editing could save you incredible amounts of time. Our next lazy method is using 11 labs for your voiceover. So when you're starting out with the channel, maybe you don't even want to use your own voice, or you don't want to have to go fork over money to hire somebody else to do the voiceovers for you. If that's the case, you could potentially use AI tools, which are getting incredibly good at doing voiceovers nowadays. And in my opinion, the best that I've found is called 11 Labs. I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever. I've had a lot of my students share their successes using voices from here, and it's free for a certain number of words, but after that you do have to pay some money if you make more videos. But it could be a fantastic way to make your YouTube journey a little bit lazier and a little bit easier in the beginning. And that brings me to our lazy method number 1 for making more money on YouTube, which is choosing a high CPM niche. You see, advertisers within certain topics spend more money than others. And if you choose the niche or the category of the content on your channel to be within one of these topics, as a result, you will on average make more money per 1,000 views. And the difference in the amount of money you can make can actually be quite drastic. And I say this from experience with running some YouTube channels that make upwards of $30 to $50 per 1,000 views, whereas I have others that only make $1 to $3 per 1,000 views. So those channels have to get many millions of views to make any sizable amount of money, whereas my channels with very high CPMs can get a comparatively much smaller amount of views, but still potentially make a great amount of money. The reason this will make your YouTube journey lazier is because you won't have to get as many views, yet you can still make a lot more money. In fact, I've made more money from channels that have less than 1/10 of the subscribers as some of my bigger channels by implementing this very secret right here. But the key with doing this is to choose a high payout partner product, because that's going to allow you to make this a lot lazier, because you only have to get a couple of sales then. And it's also very lazy in the sense you don't have to go ahead and create an entire digital product to fulfill on and deal with the customer support and all the stuff that goes along with that. Because at the end of the day, the algorithm is just a reflection of the people, and any keyword tactics we do or anything like that is mostly going to help in the beginning of our channel when YouTube is figuring out what our content is about, but we want to make sure that our content's actually good. But feel free to play around with ChatGPT, have it help you generate some scripts, maybe even some ideas for videos as well. And it can really help you, especially if you have some writer's block in writing a script, or if you're hiring people, it could help you potentially save on the cost of that. And it'll definitely make your whole YouTube content creation process a lot lazier. Also, feel free to run your scripts through a website called copyscape.com. Helps ensure that everything is copyright free.